welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my empties for you. This is for the month of September. I am filming this at 8 minutes shy of midnight on September 30th. I was down to the wire, and I don't think I'm going to finish anything skincare related when I take my face off and do my skincare tonight, so I figured it was a safe time to go ahead and get this filmed. I have a big bin. I had a fantastic September. I had a lot of things that were close and just finished up in the month of September. It was just good timing, I think. Tons and tons of stuff to get through here. I'm just going to start pulling out some of the big stuff on top, then we'll get into how much I finished, how many products I finished, the value, where I'm at for the year, even though I'm not tracking it for a goal for this year, but I do just track it just for my own personal knowledge for when I want to look back on it next year and see where I was. You know how that goes. All right, so starting with, I guess, hair care. Since this one is on top, this is my last Eco Style. This is the olive oil version. I really like this. I'm kind of sad that it is gone. I have a new gel that I haven't used yet. This was done today, so I will be trying the new gel my next wash day, and we'll see if I like it as much. If not, then I'm gonna go back to this one because I know that I like it. So then we'll just go from there. I do have two hair colors in here. This is from Ion Color Brilliance. It's Demi Permanent. 7NA and 8N are the colors that I use. The dark is the 7NA, and I really feel like, well, I like it. I feel like it's too dark. It's much darker than my natural shade, and then when it starts to grow out, even though it does fade a little bit, my hair, because it is so coarse and porous, it does hold on to that shade. So I feel like it's getting darker and darker and darker. I do have some more 7NA still in my collection, but I think once it's done, I'm just going to switch over to the 8N, which is just a little bit lighter, and see if I like that just a little bit better. I've thought about like trying to strip out some of the color, which I can do without damage, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, not until all of the 7NA is done, which is like an ash tone. That's what the A on the end is for, but I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see how that goes. I do have two little shampoo samples. I went on another mini vacation, I want to say end of August, early September. Yeah, we got back early September, right before my son's birthday, and I finished these after we came back. We got these from the hotel that we stayed at, and they were nothing like absolutely amazing, but they weren't bad. I think that is everything that I had for hair care, so I'm going to go and get some body care out of the way. These are two more soaps. They're face and body bars that I also got as samples on that little vacation and finished them up here in the month of September. This big guy is done, and I'm sad because I love it so much. It smells so stinking good. It smells like warmth and just, it's just so, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's wonderful. I would consider repurchasing this, but I just have so many shower gels and stuff like that that right now it's just not on my radar, but I certainly would think about it in the future. So this is the Johnson's Shea and Cocoa Butter Baby Wash, because I didn't say it, but that's what it is, and I love the smell of it. I never wanted that pink wash for my babies when they were little. I didn't like the smell of it, but this, I just love it. My kids are way too old to use that. They use my husband's, like my boys use my husband's stuff, and my daughter has some stuff that she's gotten for like birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that for like Frozen and other Disney princesses, so that's what she uses. If I start blinking a lot, I think I got a piece of glitter in my eye or something. I don't know what's going on, but my eye is feeling a little funky at the moment. I have a bunch of skincare, and let's get that out of the way. First up is the Avon Pore Reducer Mask. It is gone. I squeezed the life out of this thing. I love it. I have one more that is like the newer packaging, but still kind of old. I love these masks. I just love them. I love a good clay mask to suck all the nasties out of your skin. Can't go wrong with that. There's dog hair flying everywhere here because this sits on my floor, and my dogs are all over the floor, and they like to share their hair with me. Next up is the Sephora Soothing Cleansing Wipes. This was in like coconut scent or something. I did like these. I took these on vacation with me, but then I finished them up here once we got home because it was already open. I didn't want them to dry out. They're not something I would normally use at home, but again, if it's already opened, I might as well use it up because the next time I go on a vacation or a away trip, it's going to be quite some time, not until next year, and those will be dry and gross by then. I do have a bunch of skincare. This one is the Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid Booster. You can use it as a serum or as a, like, add it into your moisturizer or other serums or stuff like that. I really like this one a whole lot. I used it just as like a serum and I loved it. It felt lovely on my skin and it just made my skin feel moisturized without like feeling greasy, because you know, us oily girls, we don't like a lot of extra goop on our face. Next up is the Purity Made Simple. I did take this on my vacation and it is gone. I actually think I took this on both vacations. So yeah, I definitely was happy to get that finished up. I have plenty more where that came from. I have like, I think I have a big 32 ouncer of that. I have probably one of the 16 ounce. I have Purity Made Simple. Got plenty of it. Sunday Riley. This is the CEO Afterglow. It is the Brightening Vitamin C Cream. Loved, loved, loved this one a whole lot. It smelled nice. It was very floral smelling, but in a like a nice fresh way. Love it. I do have another jar of this and I'm happy because I enjoyed it quite a bit. More Sunday Riley. This is the 5 stars. I think it's called the Eye Serum. It doesn't actually say on here. It did say on the box that it came in. I liked it, but I think because it has a retinol in it, I think that's why I couldn't use it more than 2 days in a row. Otherwise my skin would get like super sensitive. I love the results from it. My skin can't handle too much of the harsh stuff because I have very sensitive skin. While I did enjoy it, I probably would not purchase it again, but you know, I enjoyed it while I had it. The next 3 come from Dermalogica. The first one is the Phyto Nature Oxygen Cream. It's tiny. It's hard to read it all. I didn't love this one. I like a lot of Dermalogica stuff, like a lot of it. I did not love this one. It was a little heavy for my skin. I primarily use this at night and on days when my skin was feeling super sensitive because I had used a peel or exfoliation and my skin was just already feeling kind of sensitive. So I used it with that. But even on those sensitive days, I had to use a tea tree with it. And I noticed on days that I wasn't using a tea tree, when I used this, I would start to feel like texture, like I was gonna break out like in my cheek areas, even in my forehead area. So yeah, I would definitely not purchase that one. The Stabilizing Repair Cream was nice. Again, I used it as a night cream. It was a little heavy for me, but not horrible. It was lighter than this one, but still it's not something that I would probably repurchase just because I have absorption issues with certain formulations and those just didn't really sit well on my skin type. And the last one is a serum. It is the Age Bright Clearing Serum. It's supposed to be for skin that breaks out, that is more mature. It kind of takes care of both of those aspects. It wasn't bad. It made my skin feel fine. I didn't like the smell of it. It was very chemical smelling and just, I didn't love it. I was kind of sad because I had gotten a bunch of different small samples from Dermalogica to try and just kind of give them my feedback. And normally I give them glowing feedback. I love their products. And I wasn't in love with any of those 3. So I'm kind of sad about that. I have one kind of miscellaneous product, and this is going to be one of those weird things you're going to be like, Jess, what is that doing in your empties? Hear me out. This is just like a store brand from Berkley and Jensen. BJ's is kind of like a Sam's Club or a Costco, but I think they're only on the East Coast. So anyway, this is their store brand. It is the multi-purpose solution. It's contact solution. I know. I don't wear contacts. I did not use this on my eyes to do contacts. I don't wear them. I used to many, many, many moons ago. Like, it's been easily 10 years since I had contacts in my eyes. This stuff I use to rejuvenate mascaras, liquid eyeshadows, like cream eyeshadow, stuff like that, my Jelly Much. That is the only thing I use it for, is to rejuvenate my makeup. So to me, this is an empty, like a beauty empty, because I use it solely for that. Like, I have a bottle of alcohol that is like, what is it, 70%? I only use that to repress or franken and that kind of stuff. It's only used for my makeup stuff. So when that one is eventually empty, that is going to go into my beauty empties. So if I was using this in my eyes, it would not go in here. That's just not for me. I'm okay with other people doing that if that's what they want to do, but that is not something that I would normally do. But this was only used for beauty type things. All right, moving on to my actual makeup. Everything else is makeup, and I'm kind of excited. I'm going to move this bin out of the way because it's, I have to keep reaching over it. Not going to lie, I'm kind of happy to have some good makeup empties this month. The first one, I just finished this today, as a matter of fact. I had a lot of empties today. This is the Catrice HD Baking and Setting Loose Powder. I did like it. I frankened it a little bit because it was too warm for me. And this is one that I have used some of my Pan palette in. I actually have put like a light teal as well as purple in this, very light teal and light purple, to help combat the yellowness of the powder. And I have some redness in my face, usually due to sensitivities, and it worked really, really well. And I also put rice powder in because it helps me be less shiny. But I've had makeup on for hours and I did not touch up, so I'm a little shiny right now. I need to get out some rice powder. I have an eyeliner finished, which is great because that is a tough category for me. I have way too many. This is from ColourPop. It was the BFF Cream Gel Liner in the color Prance. This is the second one I finished. The first one I finished probably like 2 years ago, and I've had this one that long. I'm glad it's done because it was getting to the point where I was constantly worried it was going to break on me, and I will not purchase those kind of eyeliners anymore. I will only get the ColourPop ones that sharpen because the twist up ones, they just dry out. And even though, like I said, I've had it for at least 2 years, maybe 3, I would rather just get kind of sharpened. It's just better for me. I finished this Ardell mascara. It is the Faux Mink multi-layering mascara. I liked it. I didn't love it. I would not repurchase it. It's an extremely dry formula. This brush, it's different. If I use it this way, it almost feels like it's a little bit too much. It is flat this way. It's kind of bizarre. I don't hate the brush. The formula just, it didn't do it for me. I think I used 3 times. I used this in my mascara to rejuvenate it, and I would get some good, few weeks out of it rejuvenated, but it felt like it kept drying out. And it started on the drier side, so I just don't think I would repurchase that one. I finished an eyeshadow. I'm very excited. I do think I have other eyeshadows that I finished, but they were in my Pan palette, so if you watched the update for that, you will know what I finished in there. But this one is from the Depotted Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. It was totally fetched that I frankened, and it is gone. I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I actually liked it as totally fetched, that beautiful pink color, but I also liked the purple that I frankened it into for Deb. So it is done, and spoiler, sorry about that. And then the last 2 are ones that I actually finished today. It was a fantastic panning day for me. The first one is the brow pencil from Collab. It is the Shape and Shade Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I like these pencils. It is so done. I like them, but they're so micro fine, which, I mean, it's ultra fine, so of course it would be, Jessica. But my brows, they need more than ultra fine. I go through this way too quickly, and yeah, it's not worth it. They're not very expensive, which is fine, but I just feel like with all the plastic in it, and it seems like a waste to me. I need more for my brows. They need a lot more help than an ultra fine pencil can give them. So while I did enjoy it, it's just not something I'm going to repurchase. And the last one that I finished today, and the last product that I'm going to show you, is the Almay Clear Complexion in Fresh Beige 500. It is just a basic kind of foundation, but it has salicylic acid in it, so if you get the breakouts and stuff, it kind of keeps those at bay. It was a little warm for me, but actually when I was at the height of my tan, it was very good for me because I tan very well, and even though I have olive skin, there's something about when I'm like super dark, for me, I pull a little warmer. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a thing, but it was working great for me. The last, I'm going to say week and a half, I did have to mix it a little bit because I am starting to fade because we've been having nothing but rain. So, I did finish it today, and I'm very, very happy for that. So I do have it on today, but I have it mixed with other things to kind of tone down the dark, deep warmth of that. So yay, it is done. I finished a total of 27 products this month. I'm ecstatic. I am so ecstatic. I can't even express it. And Greta's over here just staring at me. So of those 27 products, I have a total of, for the month, $325.14 that I finished. That's pretty good. It is my best month so far this year. I feel like I'm on a roll, and I really hope October is just as good. So on the year, I have finished $1,748.12, and that is all beauty and makeup combined. I am not mad at that. I would love to hit probably 2,000 to 2,500 this year, but again, if I don't, I'm okay with that. I wouldn't say that I would be okay with not finishing anything else this year, because I still want to finish things, even though that's not my main goal this year. But I feel like September was a daggone good month for me. I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, I am going to wrap this up. I'm going to have some new videos coming up soon for my pans that I hit, as well as my makeup rehab. And there's going to be a story in there. Jessica did some bad things, but there's no evidence yet, so we'll have to see if the evidence shows up before I have to film that video. So be on the lookout for those videos coming up very soon. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.